Hey, I'm Doug, and this is the Qball, the wireless throwable microphone. Now, if you just opened your Qball up from the box and pulled out all the parts, you notice you've got a foam ball that's going to hold the wireless microphone transmitter and microphone all in one unit. It has its own USB charging cable. There's also a receiver unit that will receive signals from the wireless transmitter and send them out to your sound system or out to the microphone input on your computer if you're using them for Skype calls or Hangout calls or just for recording purposes. If you're using both a computer and a sound system, you can bring the computer's output into the receiver on the port labeled in, and then connect your speakers to the out, and you'll hear both the computer and the microphone sound on your speakers. I'll show you how that connects in a moment when I pull my speakers out. There are two USB cables. One is for the receiver, the other is for charging your microphone, and they both plug into the dual USB port power adapter. Looks a lot like the one you may have received with your cell phone. Take that USB power adapter, plug it into a regular outlet, and then connect it to the power port on the back of the receiver. At this point, the receiver's got power, but it's not on yet. We'll turn it on in a moment. I'll go ahead and show you how to charge the microphone just so you'll know how to do that. Plug in that second USB cable and plug it into the charging port on the side of the microphone transmitter. When connected, you'll see a little red light come on. That means it's charging. You can't overcharge it. Leave it on the charger when you're not using it. It'll run about 8 hours on a full charge, so you don't have to worry about it going dead on you in the middle of your day. I'm going to disconnect it now just to get that extra cable out of my way. Set the wireless transmitter down. Now let's turn the receiver on. The very first time you use the Qball, you'll want to press and hold the power button. It's the one closest to the three little indicator lights. Press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. Power light will flash once. Then after about 3 seconds, the number 1 light will blink blue. That means it's looking for the transmitter. We'll turn the transmitter on by pressing the big mute button on the front. It doubles as a power button. We'll press and hold it, and after about 3 seconds, its light will lock on to tell me that it has found the receiver and it's operating. It's actually sending my voice wirelessly to the receiver. We don't hear it yet because we're not hooked up to a speaker. We'll get to that. Now let's take the wireless transmitter and put it into the Qball. The black ring or circle on the front of the Qball is a windscreen. We're going to rotate it about 1/8 of a turn counterclockwise and then slide it straight out of the Qball. Down inside the Qball is a big spring clip. I'm going to turn the wireless transmitter with the belt clip away from me, pull the spring clip back, and just push it right down into that slot and let go. The spring clip will hold it in place so that it doesn't bounce or wiggle while it's being tossed around the room. Then we'll take that windscreen, push it right back into the hole, turn it about 1/8 of a turn to the right or clockwise, and it'll click back into place. Now the Qball is ready to operate. Now let's see how it sounds. We're going to take our wireless receiver and plug it into just a regular old powered speaker. Nothing fancy here. Any set of computer speakers will work. Like I said, we could also take that output into a microphone input on a computer for recording purposes or for video call, audio portion of our video call. I'm going to plug this output right into my speaker. You heard it buzz just a little bit when I plugged it in. That's normal. Make sure that connection's all the way into the port. Now, you'll hear my voice come out of the speaker because the Qball microphone is transmitting to the receiver and then onto the speaker. There's a built-in audio mute so that if I move the ball, it stops working. It mutes the microphone. As soon as I hold the ball still again, it starts working again. That way you don't hear bumps and thumps if the ball gets dropped, or when it's flying through the air, you're not hearing wind whistling by. I'm going to take the wireless microphone back out again and show you one more thing. On the transmitter, that same button we use to power it on and off is also our mute button. I'm going to press it once quickly. Now it has muted the microphone. The microphone is muted. You see it flashing. I'm going to press it again very quickly, and it's back on again. You can hear the difference. So as a teacher, or if you want to hand it to a student to hold, you can use that microphone just like you would a regular wireless microphone. You don't have to put it into the Qball to use it, but it's a lot more fun to toss that Qball around the room. I think that's pretty much it for the basic setup. There are a few more little tidbits I'll show you in some other videos. Thanks for checking out the Qball.